In this video series, I'm going to show you how you can set up your own Twitter-like microblogging platform. Twitter is the most popular microblogging platform, of course. It attracts a wide range of people and businesses. And it's good because it's the brevity of it. You can make quick comments about anything, make quick posts, put your pictures in, and so on. Now, you may want to make your own microblogging network so that you can concentrate on one area of interest or business. So it's really good for anybody. If you have a hobby, for instance, you could make a microblog about your hobby and have other people to participate. If you are a business, you could set up a microblog just for your business, make it private, and then people within the business can communicate through the microblog and it's there for everybody to see. Okay, so in this video series, we're going to go through how you set that up for free. Of course, you're going to need web hosting and a domain name to put it on, but we're going to be using free tools other than that. Okay, so in the next video, we're going to start getting things set up. Okay, in this video, we're going to go through the process of setting up WordPress. WordPress is going to power our microblogging network, and why not? It's the most powerful blogging platform that you can use, and it's free. We're just going to be tweaking it a little bit to get it to do what we want. Okay, so if you already know how to install WordPress, you can skip this video because that's all we're doing in this video. We'll pick up after the install in the next video. Okay, so what we do is you go to wordpress.org, and then you want to go and download the most recent version, which you will find down over here. Okay, and then we're just going to download the zip file and we'll save it. Okay, so I put it into a folder called microblog so I can keep all my work together. Now I'm going to unzip this. I use 7-zip, which you can download for free. You can also just use extract all that's built into Windows. 7-zip I find is quicker, so that's why I use it. Okay, so we'll unzip that. Now the next thing you need to have is an FTP client. You can download one called FileZilla for free. And what the FTP client does, it allows you to upload files to your server. So like I said in video 1, you need a domain name and a hosting account hooked together so that you can upload things. Okay, so I'm going to open up FileZilla right now. Okay, so this is what FileZilla looks like. On the left side, you have your computer. So you just navigate to where the files are that you want to upload. On the right hand side will be where your server will be. Okay, and to connect to your server, you put in the host here, your domain name, and then the username and password for your hosting account. Or you can go into the site manager and you can put your site in there or your domain and username, and then you can get at it anytime just by clicking on this. Okay, so I'm going to connect up to my server. Okay, so here it is. Now, I can upload my WordPress files right into the home directory here, and then when I type in my domain name, the blog will come up right away, or I can put it in a subfolder. Okay, so I'm going to do create a directory, and I'm going to put it in a directory. So I'll type in my domain name / whatever this is here. Okay, so I'm just going to call it microblog. But when you do this, you might want to, if you're going to put it in a folder, you might want to call it something to do with your blog that you're creating. Okay, but you don't have to put it in a folder. Okay, so let's go to the microblog folder now. Okay, and then we're going to upload our WordPress files. So they're inside here and then inside WordPress. Okay, so we're going to select all of these and right click and upload. All right, now while that's uploading, we need to go and create a database on our server. So I'm going to be showing you on cPanel. If you don't use cPanel hosting, there will be a similar function in your hosting that'll allow you to set up your database. Okay, so roll up until you are your databases, and then we're going to use a MySQL database wizard. So click on that. If you don't have a database wizard, then you're going to have to set up a database and then username. Okay, so we just put the name of the database in here, so I'm just going to call it microblog. You can name it anything that's meaningful to you. So let's go next step. And I'm just going to call it the same thing. Okay, now next you need a secure password. So I'm going to use the password generator here. So just put that you have copied to a safe place. And do this, do a copy. And use password. Okay, and then we're going to create the user. Okay, give it all privileges here. Okay, and then next step. All right, now we want to save all this data. So what I'm going to do is open Notepad so that we can put our session in there, or put our information into the Notepad session. Okay, so I've already got password in my clipboard. So, and then on this screen that just came up, this shows us everything we need. So we can just copy this into our Notepad session as well. Now, while we're in here, I'm going to do another step, and we're going to get the server host name. So let's go back here and back to databases, and let's go into phpMyAdmin. And right at the top here, you'll see server localhost. So whatever it says here is the name of your database server. So you need to take note of that as well. Localhost is a default, so you don't really need to take note of it unless it's different. Okay, now let's go and check on our upload progress. Okay, so everything is uploaded now. If you look down here, there are no failed transfers, so we're all good to go. So all we have to do is type in our domain name /micro-blog to get the installation started. So wherever you uploaded it, whatever folder, that's going to be what goes on the end of your domain name. If it's in your main domain name, then you just type that in. Okay, so let's go and type our path in here and start up the install. Okay, so first thing, pick our language. Okay, so it's telling us here we need our database information. So let's go. And we've already got all this. So our database name and our username, actually our database name is microblog and it's microbl for our username, as you can see here. Okay, so our database name is this one. Because it was too long, you're only allowed 7 characters or something. Okay, so this is our database name. Okay, and then our username is here, microbl. Our password. Okay, a host name is localhost, and we put that in here, but if it was different, you would change this. And then your table prefix, do change this. So I'm going to call it MB for microblog. That's just a security matter. You want to make the table prefix different. The reason this is here is so that you can install multiple WordPress blogs into one database. So if your server only allows you a small number of databases or one database, you can put all of your WordPress installs in one single database just by having different table prefixes at the front here. Okay, so let's submit. Okay, and then run the install. Okay, so we'll give it a site title. I'm going to call it, for now, my microblog. This we can change later. Okay, username. Don't use admin. It's not a secure username to use. Most of the hacking scripts that are out there that are trying to hack WordPress blogs use admin for their automated process. So right there, you will save yourself some trouble. Okay, and then put in a password, and it'll give you a strength indication here. And then you need your email address and allow search engines to index this site. Now, you may or may not want this. I'm going to turn it off right now. If you're going to have a private microblog, then you're going to want to have this off. And you can change this later again. Okay, so I'm going to fill all this in and continue. Okay, so log in. So microblog. And log in. And there we go. WordPress is now installed. In the next video, we're going to start getting things set up for our microblog.